After a nationwide search, thousands became 100, then 38. But only the best 18 home cooks in America entered the MasterChef kitchen to battle it out for the ultimate culinary bragging rights.
I am the next
MasterChef.
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 The pressure proved too much for most.
Things like this give what I do a bad name.
I would send you home now.
Your time is done in MasterChef.
Tonight, Christian, Jennifer, and Adrian battle it out for a place in the finale.
Prove to us why you deserve to be in the final.
Only 2 cooks will move on to compete for $250,000 and the title of MasterChef. After weeks of battle in the MasterChef kitchen, only 3 remain standing. Jennifer, the beauty queen from Delaware, who had one of the rockiest starts in MasterChef history.
This is a complete disaster. You know, if it were for me, this is not an elimination round. I would send you home now. And this garbage belongs in this garbage.
Jennifer, well done.
But she managed to turn things around, suddenly becoming one of the season's top contenders.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jennifer. Jennifer, that looks amazing.
You know, I think a lot of people didn't think that I'd be here in the end. I've always kind of been the underdog, and that's fine with me.
Adrian, the server from California, whose roller coaster journey has made the judges question his inconsistent moments of brilliance.
It's disappointing.
It's like fireworks on your palate. Really fabulous.
It's like you've got hold of my granddad and turned his colostomy bag on your plate.
That's delicious. Love the acidity.
This could be another exit dish.
The winning dish today, Adrian. Adrian.
At some points, making it to the final 3 seemed distant, but now that I'm here, I'm totally owning it.
And Christian, the single father from Massachusetts, who was a strong contender from the very beginning.
He could win MasterChef.
He really could.
There's only one winner, Christian. It's absolutely delicious.
But he has often let his arrogance
We thought the dish sucked.
Think what you want.
and temper
Let's go, Ben. Come on. Now. I don't have time for this.
upstage his culinary talents.
You may want to be smart. Taste and educate yourself. I've had better.
Everybody thinks I'm pretty arrogant.
I think Christian's arrogance has outweighed his cooking. Absolutely do not doubt that I'm a better cook than Christian. I can win this competition.
I think Christian can be an arrogant, but I think I can beat him, and I think I'm going to win it. I think I've proven that I have a right to be arrogant. Top 3.
Here we are. Just 3 of you remain. You've made it to here, to the final Mystery Box Challenge. Jennifer, you've won 3 of these tests. Adrian, you've nailed 2 of them. And Christian, you won the very first mystery box. Well, today, your MasterChef journey is coming full circle. On the count of 3, lift those boxes. 1, 2, 3. Wow!
Lift up the box, and it's a freaking chicken again.
This is America's most popular meat. You've got 1 hour to cook the most amazing chicken dish.
It's that damn chicken. It's full circle, back to where it started.
It was a chicken that got you into this competition. Now it's a chicken that can give you a huge advantage in the next challenge.
We want to see just how far you've come, so we're giving you full access to the pantry. You'll have just 60 minutes to make the most important, stunning chicken dish that's going to confirm the journey across MasterChef. Show us how good you are. Your 60 minutes starts from now.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna get my head in the game and cook my ass off right now. I'm making a chicken breast, but I'm not sure what to do with it.
I'm here to prove that I am the next Master Chef. I'm here as an original. I think Christian doesn't deserve to be in the finals because he can't think outside the box. If he hasn't already done it, he fails at it.
This is completely off the top of my head. I never did this one before. It's gonna be complex, it's gonna have a lot of flavor in it. Should be really good. I'm pretty surprised Jennifer made it to the top 3. She wasn't someone I had on the radar.
15 minutes gone, 45 minutes left. There's a lot of pressure in this mystery box challenge. You want to see something smart done with the legs.
Super delicious, exactly. Boned out, stuffed maybe, something
nice.
with that, yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is the MasterChef semifinal, so I mean, these guys have to bring it.
Okay, how you feeling?
Chef, I'm feeling awesome, Chef. Thank you.
Good. What are you making?
I'm actually going to use apples. I'm going to saute it up with the bacon. I'm going to actually stuff the chicken breast.
Right.
And I'm going to finish it off in the oven.
In terms of the competition, you fear no one now. You're fearless.
Absolutely.
But deep down inside, there is one person that bugs the hell out of you, standing 2 rows behind you.
It's a love-to-hate relationship. Christian's just a pain in the ass. Really, I'm just trying to focus on my dish. I know that I can beat him.
30 minutes gone, 30 minutes to go.
Okay, Adrian, what do you got?
It's herb-braised chicken legs and thighs with acorn squash puree.
It looks like you've got 90% of the chicken sitting over there. So you're not going to do any kind of duet. You're just doing...
Just dark meat, because I just want the dark meat. It's got all that flavor. It's got that fat.
Really seems simple. What are you thinking?
This dish is just evolving. I mean, it's Mystery Box Challenge. This is what happens to me every time. I see
And
stuff.
you've had good luck with this technique of just random cooking?
You got to do what you got to do.
That's not what I would do.
Right, so talk to me about the dish. How are you cooking the chicken?
In the oven, I made a little herb butter, put it underneath the skin, wrap some bacon over it.
Herb butter, what herbs are you using?
Sage, rosemary, and thyme.
What are you doing with the vegetables?
I'm gonna make a carrot puree and pan toss these.
The secret of a good master chef is that flair and that level of originality.
This is a completely original dish. Jennifer thinks that I lack creativity. I really don't care what Jennifer thinks, because when I take her out of the competition, then she's gonna have to eat those words.
I'm going to cook from the heart, which is something I think that Christian lacks a little bit.
45 minutes gone, 15 minutes to go. Jennifer, I love the way those
chicken legs look there. That's the best looking thing on the benches right now, those chicken thighs.
I'm a little bit worried about Adrian because at this point, again, he seems like he's just kind of cooking without a plan, kind of going as he goes.
Christian's dish looks interesting. He's got an herb butter that he's sticking underneath the skins.
What worries me about Christian's dish is that, again, he's got carrots cooking in butter, he's got onions wilting in butter, he's got herb butter under the chicken skin. It's a double-edged sword using so much butter.
Okay, folks, just under 5 minutes left, guys. Pull it together. It has to look beautiful, and it has to blow us away.
It's beautiful.
Taste, 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 adjusting. My chicken's out of the pressure cooker, tasting that, and it's good. I'm dressing it with a little more herb oil, a little lemon and salt.
Prove to us why you deserve to be in the final. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Prove to us why you deserve to be in the final.
As the last MasterChef Mystery Box Challenge comes to a close,
Come on.
one of these semi-finalists will gain a monumental advantage in the final elimination test.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. They smell incredible, but do they taste as good as they smell? Let's start from the back. Christian.
Christian's plate looks like it doesn't look like there's a lot of components to it.
So I took my chicken, covered it with some bacon, made like kind of a French onion sauce to go over it. Some acorn squash with some purple romesco.
Carrot puree looks grainy. I haven't even tasted it yet. You can just see the sort of skid mark on the side of the plate. Chicken looks nice and moist. Chicken's cooked nicely. Drum needs about a minute and a half inside. But it's freaking delicious.
Overall, the flavor, it works. It is heavy, but it's, to me, a pretty sound chicken dish. So, good job.
Well, the skin and the breast it's well cooked. It's actually quite good. So I feel that although I think it's quite delicious, I don't love the plating. But actually, the dish works.
The judges aren't really liking my plating, and yeah, I don't really care.
Adrian, please come forward.
I'm looking at Adrian's plate and I'm wondering, where's the chicken?
So you have rice with a little bit of the acorn squash puree, mushroom, wilted spinach, the braised chicken, asparagus, and the herb oil.
That's delicious.
Thank you.
What's the crispiness? Is that bacon?
A little bit of bacon. I cooked the asparagus in rendered bacon fat.
Baby asparagus totally picked up the flavor of the bacon. The chicken really made it nice and tender, fork tender, you know, like falling apart. You should be really proud of that.
Thank you.
Good job in 1 hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's bizarre because it doesn't look that appetizing. But the chicken's nice.
Your salsa verde is delicious.
Thank you.
The rice is amazing. And for kind of a rice snob, it's good, but it's got it all going on. It's very crunchy, flavored through. It captures the spirit of the dish. Congratulations, great dress.
Thank you.
I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good. I feel like I won it.
Last but not least, Jennifer, please come up.
Looking over at Jennifer's dish, it was boring.
What do we have?
Rustic chicken. I stuffed the chicken with apples, bacon, onion, put a little jalapeno in there for some heat.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what we got. I didn't think I was such a sucker that I would like chicken wrapped in bacon, but you're convincing me. Your potatoes are slightly undercooked.
Chicken's delicious. Wasn't a big fan of the apple going inside the breast. However, you've made it work. I'm concerned about the thigh. It's undercooked, and that's about 2.5 minutes short of falling off that bone.
The breast for me is a little over. It doesn't have that real moist flavor. I love the veggies. Those are great.
Thank you.
Wow, tough. Very tough indeed.
It's always ridiculous when we're standing there and they're like talking amongst themselves and it's taking forever for them to decide.
This next advantage is monumental. The dish that we felt was the weakest out of your chicken dishes, that dish belongs to Jennifer. The bacon and the apple worked beautifully. The breast moist, delicious. Your big letdown was an undercooked chicken thigh.
Why don't you take that, Jennifer? I think I might win this mystery box.
The dish that stood out, it was a unanimous decision. Congratulations.
With Jennifer coming in third place, it's down to Adrian or Christian as the winner of the final Mystery Box Challenge of the season.
The dish that stood out, congratulations. Adrian, great job.
Good job.
I'm feeling good. Jennifer came in third. I think I showed her that she's not all that she thinks she is.
For the first time in MasterChef. All three of you are coming through to the pantry. Jennifer, Adrian, Christian, the heat is on. Let's go. This is a elimination test. Two of you are going through to the final, and one of you is going home. The theme of tonight's elimination test is based all on Joe Bastianich's favourite ingredients. You're in for a big surprise. Adrian, listen carefully.
Yes, chef.
Because you won the Mystery Box Challenge, you will pick first. Christian, you were second, so you get to pick for you, but also for Jennifer.
Are you ready to see the three ingredients?
Yeah.
Yes.
The first ingredient is one that I think speaks to the sensibility of great European cuisine, and that ingredient is veal.
Joe's second ingredient, mushrooms.
A great ingredient, one that has captured my imagination my entire life.
The final of Joe's favourite ingredient, the most amazing. Beautiful, fresh octopus, delicious.
Honestly, I'm hoping for the octopus. I know it's the hardest, but it's also the one that I have a really great idea for.
Adrian, you will be picking for you and yourself alone.
Which of my favorite foods do you want to steal away from your rivals?
My strategy is not letting Christian choose the octopus. It's gonna be octopus.
Really?
You've cooked octopus before?
Yes.
You know it's tricky.
Yes.
Wow.
The octopus is the hardest ingredient out of all three, and it's a perfect way for me to stand out as well.
Christian, your choices are an amazing array of mushrooms or a stunning table of veal cuts.
The fact that Christian's deciding my fate is ironically funny.
I'm gonna take the veal.
And giving Jennifer the mushrooms.
Yes. I'm thinking maybe Jennifer will fall short, so I pick the veal so she gets stuck with the mushrooms.
Brave.
Jennifer, you've got the mushrooms.
I grew up outside of Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, which is
Mushroom capital USA.
the land of mushrooms. I'm excited. I grew up with mushroom farms literally in my backyard.
Did you know, Christian, that Jennifer had an affinity with mushrooms?
No idea. I'm pissed. I didn't realize that Jennifer was a mushroom queen. My bad.
You all have 10 minutes to shop in the pantry. Now.
This time, I'm really conceptualizing the dish way before I'm putting it on the plate.
Everything's at stake for all of us right now. This is the final dish that you're gonna make before you get into the finals if you make it.
This is the most important dish of my life.
3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. I've got one more ingredient I need to show you all. Let's go. Holy all the competitors back in the MasterChef kitchen to cheer you all on into the final. What do you think, the final three?
Thank you. Seeing all of the faces that went along on this journey with me, it's awesome.
Max, the one and only. How many restaurants do you have so far in New York? More importantly, how many girlfriends do you have back home now?
A few more.
All right.
Moving on, Ben Starr. What do you think about the competition and who's got the gusto to go all the way?
I think Adrian is going to change the world of food as we know it, not just win this competition.
Wow. Christine, they let you out.
Yo, what up, man?
Did you escape?
You know who I want to win? My girlfriend, Jennifer.
There you go.
I think she has passion, and she's in love with food, and I think this bitch is gonna rock it out.
And Susie, who's just hot out of the proverbial frying pan. Now, not who do you think will win, Susie?
Yeah.
Who do you want to win?
The person that I want to win is the person that I lost to, so Christian. I want to lose to the best.
Wow. Okay, I'd like all of you to head up into the gallery and watch with bated breath, please. All three of you, please take your stations. Thank you.
Right now, I need to put my blinders on just like a racehorse does. I can see the finish line. It's almost there. I need to round that fourth bend, and I need to kick it into high gear and get across the line before these two boys.
This now is the most important elimination test you've ever faced in MasterChef. For two of you, it will propel you into the final, and for one of you, it will send you to the gallery.
I'm going to fight my way to the top of this competition. I anticipate taking Jennifer down.
If there's ever a time not just to multitask, but really create the most authentic, the most delicious, and visually the most stunning dish so far in this competition, it's now.
You've got 60 minutes, and your time starts now.
In the final elimination test, Adrian chose to cook octopus, while Christian took the veal and gave Jennifer the mushrooms to use for her entree.
If there's ever a time to create the most stunning dish, it's now.
At the end of the challenge, one of them will be sent home.
You've got 60 minutes. Your time starts now.
This contest throws you curveballs all the time. It's like playing a game of chess. It's like, had a bunch of pawns that were gonna get sacrificed. Now it's down to like the bishop, the horse, and the castle. I'd be the castle.
It's a tough one. And the ingredients are incredible.
That's stuff you never see in the store.
I'm making pulpo, which is octopus. This is the first thing that I could remember tasting when I was a kid. So I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. This is the first thing I ate that blew me away. Having octopus puts me at a disadvantage because it's difficult to cook. I want to show that I have what it takes to be here, that I deserve it, and I want to go home.
The octopus, I think it really offers you as a cook the most challenging way to distinguish yourself. It's really something that will either make or break you, I think. What would you do?
I would do an octopus stew, done with some stunning tomatoes, peppers, garlic, chilies, a little bit of saffron there, but with some heat there. Just over 40 minutes to go.
I picked veal. I'm gonna pressure cook some ossobuco, or veal shanks. The rest is in development. I had no idea that she knew mushrooms so well. Retrospect is always 2020, so hopefully she'll still crash and burn.
The veal, it's a dream ingredient, but it could come back to bite him on the arse. It's not his strengths, cooking meat. He's a fish cook.
I would have taken the double chop, and in 10 minutes I would have been done, because I would have done a Milanese, pounded it out thin, fried in half butter, half olive oil, with a beautiful tomato arugula salad on top. That array of mushrooms was incredible.
I'd come up with a stunning mushroom consomme and do little tortellinis of mushrooms as a garnish.
I'm gonna make mushroom ragu over top of fresh made pasta. Feeling really good. I'm extremely comfortable with mushrooms. I think the boys thought it would be something throw me under the bus, but I can wear heels and run and cook, so back off.
It makes me really pissed off because that could have been my spot. Jennifer took my spot.
We've now got 30 minutes to go.
As with all elimination challenges, contestants only have those initial 10 minutes in the pantry to choose their ingredients. Once that time has passed, there's no going back.
Forgot the flour! Who's got flour I can borrow? Anybody?
None.
I do, but I'm using it.
I just need like a couple tablespoons. Is it enough?
I don't know how much I'm gonna need, Christian. Sorry. I'm still making my pasta dough, dude.
Oh,
Karma's a bitch, isn't it?
If she didn't want to give me flour, just say you don't want to give me flour. I can handle that, but don't try and blow smoke out my ass like you need all your flour. I don't really care if she doesn't want to share her flour or whatever. I'll do it without it.
Flour, yeah.
I think Jennifer is going to be the next Master Chef. In your face, Christian.
Honestly, I think Christian's a fraud. I do. Christian in his own right has no respect for me, so I'm hoping today that changes when I send him home.
Come on.
Hi, Chef.
You have the most amazing array of mushrooms.
Yes, I do.
Can they take you to the final?
Absolutely, 100%.
But I'm not looking for a little dainty bowl of pasta and mushrooms. I'm looking for a wow factor.
This is going to be a wow factor. It's going to be a mushroom ragu.
Create something stunning.
I will, Chef.
I'm very surprised Jennifer made it this far. I thought that she was going to leave shortly after I left. Actually, she probably should have left before I left.
Oh, Adrian, something new and different. More rice.
I'm gonna do a black bean, black garlic puree sauce. What are you doing with the pulpo? Stock, wine, veg stock. I got aromatics, herbs, chilies.
How are you gonna make sure it's tender?
So I tenderize it with a mount. I've slapped it around a couple times in the pressure cooker, and then I'm also gonna sear it off.
Because obviously the biggest jeopardy with a big octopus like that is to make sure it's tender, because if it's not tender, it's like eating a rubber tire.
I agree. It's gonna make it happen, Joe. Don't worry, guys.
Right. How you feeling? Yeah, you look a little bit all over the place.
I am a little bit all over the place.
Okay, so talk to me about the dish. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna make a mashed potato with a vegetable medley, and I'm braising my shanks and see if those come out. If they're not tender enough and not ready, then I'm gonna pan-sear one of the T-bones there.
You're minutes away from either going out or into the final.
Yep.
20 minutes to go, everybody. 20 minutes.
Still a little chewy. So I open up the pressure cooker and I see that my veal shanks are not braised down enough to the point where I want them to be.
What do you think, Christian? You make it?
No.
No?
Nope.
It's close.
Very close. So I just scratch that off the list and go to plan B.
What is Christian cooking? What is this? Meat and potatoes? Seriously? 1982 called and they want their cauliflower medley back. This is so ridiculous.
What the
With less than 15 minutes to go, Jennifer suddenly decides to change gears.
My original plan was to do pappardelle, but I'm going to change it up. I'm actually going to do a ravioli instead, and the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to bring everything to the plate that I possibly have.
Come on, Jennifer!
Now she turned that into a ravioli.
I think she's gonna try to make a ravioli. But she's still gotta assemble it, she's gotta finish piping, you know, she's gotta get the filling in there.
She doesn't even have water boiler, she's screwed.
Last 10 minutes. Come on.
Adrian, come on, baby, do it.
The two of you, 10 minutes away from the final.
Oh, Jenna's doing the egg yolk. She's doing that egg yolk pasta.
I have an egg in the middle of my ravioli. The purpose for that is so when you break into it, the yolk breaks over the entire dish and kind of creates the sauce along with the mushrooms.
I've made a lot of pasta, and if I was her right now, I'd be really nervous.
If the egg yolk breaks, I'm going home.
I've made a lot of pasta, and if I was her right now, I'd be really nervous.
If the egg yolk breaks, I'm going home.
Come on, 60 seconds to go.
Come on.
Take advantage every second.
Jennifer, hurry!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Hands in the air. Tough elimination test. Cooking a stunning entree using Joe's favorite ingredients.
Adrian, please come forward.
I can see Adrian's plate, and I'm thinking he made a little rice square again, which I'm pretty sure he just did in the last challenge.
Talk to me of the octopus.
The pulpo itself, pan-seared with a little bit of paprika oil, finished off with a little bit of blood orange juice. Saffron rice on top, and a watercress salad for the contrast.
Even if tonight is your last, that dish is the one that is going to stand out this year in MasterChef because it is one of the most beautifully plated I've ever seen.
Thank you, Chef.
Let's just hope it tastes as good as it looks. The big disappointment is the bed of rice sat underneath it. But it's definitely not the best rice dish you've cooked in MasterChef, Adrian.
Yes, chef.
And the octopus? It's delicious. It's got that nice heat to it as well, because it's just so inviting. Thank you.
The man with the biggest advantage. And when we cut into it,
I hope it has, the outside has a slight al dente, but I hope it melts away in your mouth.
The rice leaves something to be desired, flavor-wise. Puree with the black garlic is genius. The biggest thing you have going for you is that you absolutely nailed the octopus. Great job.
Salad is wonderfully dressed.
Thank you.
What's the dressing?
Just Meyer lemon, blood orange, and olive oil.
The octopus is really amazing. Congratulations. Very
Thank
good
you,
dish.
chef. Appreciate it.
Adrian nails his octopus, but all the rest of the components on the dish, they were kind of wishy-washy, so I'm thinking good.
Christian, come up, please. Bring your dish.
Christian's dish is beige. For a semi-final round, it doesn't have that wow factor.
I'm excited. What's going on here?
Braised the ossobuco, a little root veg medley with some yellow romesco, some simple mashed potatoes, salt and pepper, cream and butter.
But you wouldn't put a bone-in pork chop over a bed of mash, right? You want me to finish the plate for you?
If that's what you feel like you need to do.
I'll slice it for the benefit of my other judges so they can have a nice bite when they get up here to eat.
Joe pulls my T-bone off there and slices it up and puts it back on my plate. I'm thinking, you, Joe.
Mashed potatoes are beautiful this time. Very creamy, rich. I think the cook on the veal is great. I feel like there's a little bit of vision missing, especially at semi-final round of MasterChef, but the flavors are good.
You know, it's really hard to do a T-bone evenly cooked through, and you've managed to do that here. But I don't understand the sauce. The flavors are all there on their own.
That was the most panicked I've seen you.
Yeah, I was a little frazzled. You know, it's a lot riding on this.
Mash, delicious. Vegetables, semi-boring. And I'm going to say the same to you, as I said to Adrian. That is not your best dish, Christian. Thank you. Jennifer, please, come on.
You can feel the eyes of everyone up in the gallery, and I can feel the eyes of the judges, and I'm like, dear God.
Okay, what's the dish?
I did a mushroom ravioli with an egg in the middle and garnished with a mushroom ragu.
So the egg should become the sauce that coats the mushrooms and enrobes the pasta.
Correct.
I hope they cut through that and it's like a hard-boiled egg in there.
It's such a dangerous attempt at something that requires years of technical ability. Joe, Graham. Wow.
Wow. I'm impressed. Let's see what it tastes like.
You're one crazy. The yolk is delicious. It's cooked, so it's got that richness over the mushrooms. It needs seasoning to perfect the dish, salt or parmesan to really help that yolk shine. I just hope it's good enough to take you to the final.
Thank you, Chef.
Your mushrooms, you're there flavor-wise, delicious. Pasta, tad undercooked, about 30 seconds.
Oh, man. 30 seconds can make or break you at this point in the competition.
Going from 3 down to 2.
In the context of a 1 hour time challenge?
Quality, the bill just speaks for itself.
The anticipation of whether or not you're going to be in the finals is,
Vegetable medley.
Rice greasy.
Knowing it's just right there is the most anxiety that I've ever felt.
That array of mushrooms.
Any little mistake can send you home. I'm absolutely not ready to go home. I'm not packed, and I'm not packing.
Jennifer, a very technical take on a ravioli. Well done. Really well done. Adrian, braising a octopus. You nailed it. I mean, really nailed it. And Christian, the cook on the veal was delicious. With respect to the gallery, trust me, you 3 are clearly the right 3 to be into the semi-finals of MasterChef. But there'll only be 2 going through to the final. The first person to take a place in the MasterChef final is...
Are you the next Master Chef? Go to Fox.com and apply for Season 3 now.
The first person to take a place in the MasterChef final is... Adrian.
I feel more confident than ever, and I got that chance now to really bring it home. It's a dream come true already.
The bane of my existence is standing next to me. Truly and honestly, the thorn in my side from the beginning.
Jennifer, Christian, one of you will face Adrian in the final of MasterChef.
That's me and Jennifer standing up there, and I'm my pants. This could be the end of the road.
Is it the real estate agent from Delaware or the stay-at-home dad who's a force to be reckoned with?
It's almost fitting that it's Christian and I. We've had this ultimate battle throughout the entire competition, and I really hope that they send him home.
The person going head-to-head for the title of MasterChef with $250,000. Congratulations. Jennifer.
I am on cloud 9. It's like I've slayed the dragon. Karma's a bitch, baby, and it comes back to bite you in the ass.
I'm shocked. I didn't think they were going to send me home. In retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have gave Jennifer the mushrooms.
We love that determination, that spirit. You've produced some magic. Follow that dream.
You have the determination and focus to take you a long way.
Thank you.
Come here, you.
Come here, brother.
You arrogant.
You arrogant.
You've got the right to tell me that when you've won 3 Michelin stars. Get out there and get those stars. Put your apron on the bench. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good job.
Well done.
Thank you, guys.
Christian is very talented. He's a great cook. I'm a little shocked to see him go. I thought he would be a competitor at the end, for sure.
Christian's intense. We kind of had this love and hate relationship. He's pompous. He's arrogant. He's disrespectful. Of course, he's a great cook, and I give him praise for that. However, I'm glad that they sent him home. Here's your walking papers, little boy. Get going.
I'm a little shocked that I'm not in the final two. You know, it's been a long journey from the very first auditions all the way up until today. If you don't come into this competition believing that you can make it to the end, then you're not going to win MasterChef. You can be arrogant to a point, but you have to humble yourself in certain situations, regardless of how great you know you are.
Good job. And then there were two. Congratulations! Jennifer.
Yes, chef.
How'd you feel?
It's great to finally have that thorn out of my side. I feel awesome.
Just one person stands between both of you for the most amazing title of America's Next MasterChef, plus $250,000. There can only be one winner. So here's where you kiss the nicey nice goodbye, because now the heat is really on. My final question to both of you. Who's going to win MasterChef?
Obviously, you guys say me. I want it bad for myself. I want to be able to say I'm MasterChef.
This is my game. This is my game to win or lose, and I'm going to bring everything out of the arsenal in order to come out on top and be the next MasterChef. Game on, baby. Bring it.
Previously on MasterChef, after 32 grueling challenges and 97 eliminated contestants.
The time is done in MasterChef.
The final three.
Christian, you're not going through.
Became the final two.
Jennifer, Adrian, you're in the final of MasterChef.
Tonight, the moment has arrived. America's two best amateur cooks will face off in their toughest challenge yet.
I will be America's Next MasterChef.
I'm not going home, baby, without this title.
Cooking the most important dishes of their lives.
Where's my spatula?
And they're both starting to feel the pressure now.
In the end, only one will walk away with $250,000 and the title of MasterChef.
Welcome to the most anticipated TV culinary event of the year, the MasterChef finale. We began with thousands of home cooks from all across America. Off you go. Every one of them hungry for the coveted title of MasterChef. Only two remain. Jennifer, the 34-year-old real estate agent, a former Miss Delaware USA with her sights set on the MasterChef crown.
Jennifer was the very first home cook to feed the judges this year.
I have it in me. I have the passion in me. I know I do.
And earn an apron. After a rocky start.
This is a great example of what garbage is. If it were me, I would send you home now.
I just look at that and it's like a pig on my bowl.
She finally hit her stride.
All of it works beautifully.
This dish was not only delicious, but also smart.
Great job. Welcome back to the competition.
She conquered the souffle.
Congratulations. Take your apron upstairs.
Filleted fish like a master. And on her journey to the finale, Jennifer found herself in a bitter feud.
I'm a better cook than him, so...
Christian? I know I'm a better cook than her.
But the battles only made her stronger.
I didn't come here to let some punk-ass little piece of treat people like...
Tonight, will Jennifer be able to keep her emotions in check and win one last fight to take her crown?
Then there's Adrian, the 28-year-old waiter from Ventura, California, who's embraced his Mexican roots in the quest to achieve his American culinary dream.
Adrian came to the auditions armed with a secret ingredient, his intense love for food.
I might not have the formal training and skills, but I do have passion for my cooking.
Although passion alone wasn't always enough.
I just don't understand how these things can go so wrong.
It's like you've got hold of my granddad and turned his cosmery bag on your plate.
But the good eventually outweighed the bad.
Absolutely delicious.
That's one of the best things I've had in a while.
And with each challenge, he earned the respect of his opponents.
Who is going to win MasterChef?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Win it.
Who's going to win MasterChef?
Adrian.
Tonight, will Adrian stay true to his roots and the flavors that brought him this far? Or will he take a new approach to claim the MasterChef title?
One of these two finalists will win $250,000 and earn the title of America's next MasterChef. And it's all happening right now.
Adrian, can you really believe you made it this far?
I can now. Feels great.
What do you think your parents and family would say, seeing you here right now?
I've never felt so much pride in myself, and I think I think they'll feel that too.
Let's find out exactly what they'd say in their words.
You can do it, Adrian. You can do this, Mijo.
Alma, if there's one piece of advice that you can give to your son over the next 2 hours, would be what?
Cooking with love, Mijo. I knew since he was very young that he was meant for greatness. I did, in my heart.
Thank you.
Jennifer.
Yes, Chef.
You've been in the MasterChef kitchen a long time.
Yes.
Have you missed your family very much?
Oh, yes, tremendously.
You ready to see them?
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you.
Please come through. Welcome.
That is Chef Ramsay. Mom, Dad, hi. Oh.
Seeing my family walk in.
You know, I know they're proud of me. I can see it in their face. And this is for them, for all that they gave up over the years. It really is.
Families, a big thank you. You're proud, we're proud, but there'll only be one winner here tonight. So say your final goodbyes, Adrian and Jennifer. Please head on up to the gallery. Chefs, please take your positions for the MasterChef finale.
Jennifer should watch out because I'm going to be showing off a lot of different things. I will be America's next MasterChef.
I'm not going home, baby, without this title. It's mine. I want this bad.
Jennifer, Adrian, you'll have 2 hours to make the most amazing appetizer, a stunning entree, and an extraordinary dessert. And all that's on the line is $250,000 and the title of America's next MasterChef. 3 dishes, 2 hours, 1 winner. Your time starts now.
MasterChef is a nationwide search for a true amateur that has that explosive, raw talent. And if anybody here has that, it is Adrian.
I think Jennifer's gonna pull it off because she's passionate. She has that drive. Don't let her fool you. You know, she's pretty on the outside and bubbly and laughing, but I think she's a great cook.
I really hope Adrian wins. He deserves it. He has what it takes to take it to the end and win.
Jenny can definitely win this thing. Adrian does fumble sometimes, and no one can say she doesn't deserve to be here.
I'm ready to fight really hard for this title. I'm going to give it all I got.
I want that title of MasterChef. It's mine.
These next 2 hours will change one of your lives forever.
In their final battle in the MasterChef kitchen, Jennifer and Adrian have 2 hours to cook a 3-course menu of their choosing. The winner will be the home cook with the best overall meal. Only one of them can be crowned America's next MasterChef.
excited. I mean, really excited.
Super exciting.
This is it.
What's going to be incredible is that we're going to really see the journey that they took today, as far as the technique and the ingredients.
Absolutely. It's not about one dish now. This is about putting a menu together, a stunning appetizer, a great entree, and a huge finale with the dessert. Different ball game.
I'm starting with pan-seared scallops with a beautiful quail egg, morel mushrooms, English peas, and a sweet corn puree, which ties into my entree, which I am cooking quail. I'm gonna stuff the quail with chorizo and apricots. And I'm serving that with a creamy potato. And for dessert, I'm serving Moscato poached pears along with some cider apples.
Jennifer's menu is very interesting. I think that she has really classic restaurant-style dishes. Scallops, an obvious pick, but something that we all do in our restaurants. Quail, very difficult, very ballsy pick.
Yep. She's got the poached pears, some apple, a little creme anglaise. Definitely going to that lighter end of the meal.
For my menu today, I'm making spotwater prawn taquitos with a little avocado puree and a mango salsa. And for the entrees, beer braised short ribs. So adding chocolate and chili in there with a cauliflower parsnip puree. And then for dessert, I'm gonna make a chocolate tart that's infused with chilies, passion fruit, and blood orange.
Adrian's keeping his ethnicity in the menu, but trying to kind of push it a little bit to the limits, more fine dining, more refined, more elegant.
Two completely different contrasting menus. Right now, with 10 minutes gone, who's your money on?
Jennifer. I think that Jennifer's menu is more geared to winning this competition, and I think that her concepts will woo us.
Who's your money on, Graham?
I'd be the opposite. I think that Adrian, when he's on, he's on. And right now, he is so focused and determined. We know that his flavors work when he sticks to what he knows. That's where my money's at.
Starting to smell really good in here.
Nice job, Adrian. That looks amazing.
Feels great. I'm just pretending I'm back at home and they're telling me to hurry up to put food on the table.
Come on, Adrian.
I respect Adrian 100%, but definitely know I can beat him.
You're the next Master Chef, Aunt Jen.
Half an hour gone. 19 minutes to go. Whose appetizer do you think sounds the most appealing?
I think that Adrian sounds the most exciting. Like doing a taquito, but using jicama instead of the tortilla.
But does that look like a adventurous enough dish for the finale?
The taquitos are a big risk. They're very much out there. They look like mini spring rolls. Sure. He has to nail it.
Pretty collar.
Serving scallops, is that a play to an obvious luxury ingredient, or is she going to be able to show technique and skill with scallops?
I think that the whole dish sounds really delicious with peas and corn and morels, but a lot depends on that scallop. If it's too sweet and butter-basted, I mean, it's all going to be one-dimensional.
Come on, Jen. Come on, Jen. All right, guys, we have just over an hour left.
Out of the three dishes, which is the one that really scares you? What one are you worried about
Making
most?
sure the quail gets done properly, Chef.
Have you ever made this dish before?
No, Chef.
Come on, Jennifer, you got this.
Why now?
I'm not a person to shy away from things that might be difficult.
It smells good up here, dude.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, we've got the chili going on with the appetizer.
Right, Chef.
We've got some heat and chili going on with the short rib.
Yes, Chef.
We have some chili going on with the dessert. Seriously, you've got chili in every aspect of that dish.
Chilies, most of the time for me, mean flavor. Each chili has its own flavor. And, you know, I want to translate it and elevate it.
And have you heard about Jennifer's menu?
Yes. You know, I totally respect your menu, and it's going to be a head-to-head. And
but is it good enough?
Is
to
it
be
good
yours?
enough? Right now, I'm thinking it's not.
I think we're seeing a lot of confidence in both contestants, and I think they've manifested what we've taught them here at MasterChef, and they're putting it in the pan today. Now, Jennifer's entree, I think that she went on a more restaurant-y dish. I'm just worried doing a bird that you're not completely familiar with could be dangerous.
If she hits it and it's perfect temp, then that shows massive skill.
Those look great, Jen.
I have huge respect for Jennifer. She is a person that has no fear. She makes a decision and she owns it.
On the other hand, I'm concerned about Adrian's entree. running into dessert, chocolate on chocolate.
I think that those flavors are going to be incredible. I mean, if they work.
Adrienne has an innate instinct about the way flavors can be put together in unique ways.
Just over 45 minutes to go.
With 45 minutes left, Jennifer and Adrienne are focused on the finish line and are putting everything they have into their desserts.
What's up, Adrienne?
How's it going, Joe?
What kind of chocolate cake? Is that flourless?
Flourless chocolate cake infused with orange liqueur, orange zest, and a little bit of chipotle cocoa powder.
Now, it's chocolate with heat, and then with the entree, we've got chocolate with heat as well. So how do we make sure that we have two different things?
It's going to taste very different. This is going to be definitely savory, a lot more spice to it. The dessert is going to be actually a lot lighter than you think. I'm going to do some reduction of passion fruit here and blood orange. So it's going to bring this really nice, light, bright
acidity
to it.
You go, chocolate boy!
Okay, Jennifer, what's going on here?
I'm getting ready to put in my pears. I'm actually going to braise these ones. My poached ones are up next.
It's pretty ballsy to do poached fruit dessert in the finale of MasterChef. What's your angle on that?
Especially after having, you know, a heavier meal with the quail, that earthiness of the quail. I want something light and vibrant.
I'm not impressed at all by Jennifer's dessert. Anyone can stick a piece of fruit inside of some liquid and walk away.
Jennifer's great when it comes to cranking things out, but she's never had much experience at all with dessert.
When it comes to dessert, I think that Jennifer sounds a little more appealing to me simply because it's lighter, it's going to be cleaner, you know, those flavors where it's poached in a Moscato.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree. I think the poaching fruit aspect sounds boring. If I'm going to woo you from my final dish to land that title at MasterChef, I'm going to give you something chocolate. Let's be honest, if there's one thing that really sums up a sexy dinner, is a stunning chocolate dessert.
Guys, you have just over 20 minutes to go.
Where's my spatula?
Looks like Jennifer's all over the place.
With just over 20 minutes left in the MasterChef finale, both contestants are cracking under the pressure.
Come on, Adrienne.
They're both starting to feel the pressure now.
Another one of those. Broken.
Jennifer is frazzled, panicked, running. And that is so not like her. She is in serious trouble.
Oh, the cake went all down.
Adrienne, you wanted them sinking that far down?
Being here right now, one mistake can cost me the whole thing. Everything that I've been working for, everything that it's taken for me to get here. One mistake can take all that away.
Where's my spatula?
Looks like Jennifer's all over the place.
Those broken.
With just under 20 minutes left in the MasterChef finale, both contestants are cracking under pressure.
Adrienne, you wanted them sinking that far down?
No, it's okay. I'm going to cut that top layer. I put too much. It's right about there, and I'm going to get nice squares out of them. Even though my dessert is not cooked the way that I wanted it to be, at least I actually baked something. I look over at Jennifer's, and all she's really done is cut up some fruit and put it in some wine and, like, call it a day.
Jennifer, Adrienne, 15 minutes to go.
Yes, Chef.
Chef, thank you.
For both of you, it's the last 15 minutes of MasterChef. And for one of you, it's the ticket to $250,000 and the title of America's Next MasterChef. Come on.
I can smell that. Wow.
I'm really excited about the flavor of these short ribs. I put all these spices and chilies and herbs, and I just know that the beef has soaked up all of the stuff that I put in. It's gonna be so good. The judges are gonna love it.
I feel like a pressure cooker is a little bit of a cop-out. And just looking at his dish, it just kind of was like, eh. I mean, he stuck it in the pressure cooker and let the pressure cooker do all the work. So I'm hoping that the judges will go both for taste, but also technique.
Okay, last 5 minutes. This is where you should be focusing on plating the entree and finishing off your desserts. 5 minutes to go, come on.
Losing's not an option. I don't want to leave here without that title. That crown's mine. It belongs to me. I've worked my ass off. I've proven myself. It belongs to me.
Come
want to win MasterChef. I want the title. I want the money to help me pursue my career. I want this bad, and it's going to hurt me if I don't get it.
Last 60 seconds, come on. Come on, Jennifer, come on, Adrian.
It's going to be close.
Get those finishing touches on those plates. Taste everything.
It is literally down to the last second of putting the last microgreen on everything in order to make it.
30 seconds to go, come on!
I'm putting everything down. My hands are a little shaky, but I just take a breath and everything's looking good. It's just popping off the plate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Absolutely incredible. Jennifer, Adrian, well done. Well done. We can't wait to taste these dishes. We'll see you very shortly in the MasterChef restaurant.
Good luck.
I'm proud of what I'm putting up here right now. I cooked my ass off, and I think the balance is really nice. The plating I'm very proud of. How my food tastes I'm really proud of.
I'm feeling really confident about my food. To beat Jenny, I have to just be spot on with my flavors and my plating. I'm looking at my plates, I'm looking at Jennifer's plates, and I mean, I don't know how they taste, but I think that my plates look way better than Jennifer's.
Jennifer and Adrian will present their 3 courses, one dish at a time for the judges to taste. The finalist with the best overall meal will become Master Chef.
We're so excited to start tasting these appetizers. Jennifer first, please.
This is the meal of my lifetime. The judges have my heart, soul, mind, spirit, all on those plates, and I hope they appreciate that.
Could you explain the dish to us?
Yes, pan-seared scallops, and then they're just a little bit poached in butter. You have your quail egg, creamed corn, and then you have a beautiful English pea puree.
I haven't even tasted the scallops yet. We've got a pretty damn near perfect sear on the scallops.
Thank you, Chef.
Am I supposed to break the quail egg?
What I would suggest is to take your scallop and slide it through the corn, and then into your mouth.
So the scallop needs to be perfectly, almost translucent in the middle, obviously. Looks properly cooked, nice and juicy in the middle.
When thinking of how to compose a dish, put yourself in the guest's shoes. So if the goal is for us to each get a little bit of the egg, maybe next time you would put the egg kind of right in the center on top of the 3 scallops, so when you cut in, it oozes all over them. I'm noticing the little adductor muscle stuck to the scallop. You didn't take these off?
I did. I thought I took them all off. I apologize.
There's a sweetness of the corn that pairs well with the sweetness of the scallop, but is it too much? It's kind of what I'm left wondering. But great flavor, and the scallops are cooked perfectly.
Thank you.
I'm amazed that you missed this. It's the bit that attaches it to the shell, so it's the sort of most strenuous. Eating that is like almost like a mouthful of rubber.
Huge, huge, huge mistake. I inadvertently overlooked pulling the abductor off, and now it could be the reason I don't win MasterChef.
I'm amazed that you missed this. Eating that is like a mouthful of rubber. But you've seared the scallops beautifully. And that's where I'm taking the strength of this dish. Because you have the balls to do it not once, but 3 times.
Thank you, Chef.
And it just oozes the garden and just the sort of vibrance of spring. So I quite like that ballsy approach to the presentation. Adrian, please present your appetizer, thank you.
Here we go, guys.
Describe it, please.
It's a play on my background. I did an idea of taquitos. So basically you have your avocado sauce. On the inside you have a prawn with a salsa of Persian cucumber, mango, tarragon, serrano, and a medley of microgreens.
Presentation, you know, it's like a sort of a handbag full of jewels.
Thank you, Chef.
Such finesse.
So the question is there enough shrimp in here to counteract the rest of the filling? The flavors are extremely bright.
Thank you.
Perhaps too bright.
Is the jicama marinated?
I blanched it in hot water, then shocked it in cold water to make it more pliable, and then I seasoned it with olive oil, a little citrus, and a little salt.
I love the bright acidity, the zing, but I think it overpowers the natural sweetness of the spot water prawns. Maybe there should have been more of those, or maybe a little less acid on the dish. But the dish itself, delicious.
Thanks, Graham.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see the way you put food on the plate now in comparison to a month back, because
Me
it
too.
really, it pops. It's delicious, it's vibrant, and it's like, wow, wake up, eat me. What I'm struggling with is what's in there. The base of this dish is the spot prawn. That's the hero and the highlight.
Yes, Chef.
But it's disappeared. And I cannot taste the prawn. But the idea is smart. And the refreshing fact is that you're putting food on a plate like a pro. Let me tell you that. Great job.
Appreciate it.
Right. Please, bring us your entrees. Thank you.
Yes.
Two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Great start, though. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, just in terms of delivery, finesse, and the confidence. I love Jennifer scallops. It's the sear that got me.
Right.
They were cooked perfectly.
Absolutely.
I thought it was a very obvious plain thing, very 10 years ago. With a little bit more intuition, she could have really raised the focus of the whole dish by smarter plating, smarter integration of the components.
I disagree.
Little tweaks here and there that she could have done. Less cream, you know, keeping the corn a little more pure with its color, but that's a dish that you could keep eating.
Yeah, it was a dream start for me on the technical ability. Yes, it's sweet on sweet, but she nailed those scallops 3 times, and the dish sang scallops.
Adrian's dish?
I think that he showed that the most important thing to him with that dish was plating and creativity. You know,
Big time.
by using the jicama, blanching it, using it to wrap, to make a faux taquito.
Yes.
Really creative.
Yeah, but I'm missing the shrimp.
I got a little bit of the shrimp. I think that as a restaurateur, I like the smartness of this dish. And I think that, you know, to a certain crowd, those kind of flavors could really appeal to a segment of people who don't want a heavily protein-laden dish and want something that's a little bit more salady.
Sure, but my palate was blown. It was so acidic.
Adrian's dish could have used a bit of Jennifer's richness and sumptuousness, and Jennifer's dish could have used 2 dashes of Adrian's bold, bright acidity.
I really love just short ribs and these kind of cuts of the animal. I'm really proud to present this dish.
I took the chance and the risk of not only stuffing a bird, but stuffing a bird that's very difficult to cook. So as good as I feel right now about how I cooked my quail, I'm a little nervous to have them cut into it. I'm just hoping that it's going to be cooked properly.
Entrees. Jennifer, please. Thank you.
My pleasure, John.
Right, please describe your entree.
We have a chorizo, jalapeno, and apricot stuffed quail. So when you cut into it, all the beautiful colors will fall out onto the plate with spinach and with a creamy potato. So all of that is meant to kind of eat all together.
So cooking a quail whole, very difficult.
Yes,
the
chef.
legs need to be overcooked to taste of anything, and the breasts need to be undercooked because you can get away with a pink quail breast because it's got that light, gamey taste. It's a very bold move, braising quail.
If that quail is overcooked, I'm dead man walking.
Very bold move, braising quail.
If that quail is overcooked, I'm dead man walking, honestly.
Wow. Yeah, a nice little pinkness running through there. And you've stuffed it beautifully because it's 1/3 stuffing and 2/3 the bird. It's delicious. Yeah, it's delicious. I honestly thought you were slightly mad to attempt cooking something so difficult, but it's delicious. You've got that sexy vibe, releasing those oils from that chorizo, and the heat works. You know, you've nailed it.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting the braised quail to be an excuse for well done, dried out quail. And seeing this moist pink meat, high five. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you, chef.
The flavor is really nice. It's beautiful.
I love the flavors. It shows a lot of sophistication, a lot of courage, a lot of technique.
Thank you.
Okay, Adrian, please present your entree. Thank you.
There you go, gentlemen.
Wow.
Beer braised short rib, chef. The short ribs have been seared, and I had coriander, cumin, beer, a little bit of chocolate, and then dried chilies. The puree is cauliflower and parsnip. The green is rainbow chard with a little bit of chanterelle, garlic, and shallots.
For a man that came into this competition as a waiter carrying food, you have great finesse. Let me tell you that. Does it taste as good as it looks?
I tasted all three components separately and then together, chef, and I think so.
It sort of almost brings tears to my eyes. It's absolutely delicious.
The flavors work beautifully. And the texture on the chard really comes out. I mean, that's huge. You took the lowly short rib at about $3 a pound and turned it into something that you could charge easily $35+ for as an entree. And I'm right now getting a little bit of that chipotle right in the throat. But it reminds me how good this dish is and makes me want to have more and more.
Thank you.
Good job.
I think the mole almost gives it kind of this complexity that coats your palate. You deserve to be commended. Excellent dish.
Thank you, Joe.
Time for dessert. Thank you. Wow, absolutely amazing. And talk about the short rib first, Adrian's dish. I mean, that's how restaurants become successful.
It's a signature dish for his restaurant or for any restaurant. The way he manipulated the beer and the mole, and then like that little bit of heat on the back of my palate, I was wowed.
I thought the ribs were delicious, but that's pressure cooker. So over 90 minutes, they cook themselves.
Now, when you look at Jennifer's, there was a ton of skill involved.
I cut inside that quail. Wow.
Yeah, to see it nice and pink, that showed real technique and skill.
She hit it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Home run.
Two absolutely incredible dishes.
I feel like, honestly, it's anybody's game. I think Adrian brought his A game today, and I feel like I've done the same. So it's anybody's game at this point.
This is it. This is the end. It's done. I go home tomorrow, win or lose, but I want to go home a winner. That's what I want.
Jennifer, tell us what you have.
I did a Moscato braised pear, and then I poached the Granny Smith apples with a little bit of pear brandy. And on the bottom, I have an infusion Mars Capone.
The blood orange reduction, it gives it a nice acidity, a nice little pop. But I think overall, it leaves a little to be desired.
I'm a sucker for mascarpone. It's good. I like it. I mean, I would eat probably 3 of these and then start thinking about a dessert. It's a pre-dessert. I don't really know if I could quantify this as a dessert.
Listen, it's fine. But it doesn't jump on my palate.
Sorry, Chef.
That, for me, is a big anticlimax, because that doesn't deserve to sit anywhere near the other 2 dishes from your menu.
I'm thinking, wow, Jenny, because of your dessert, this may break you. I should have stuck with something that I knew inside and out.
Adrian, please bring it forward.
I baked a chocolate torte. I have infused it with passion fruit and blood orange, and a garnish of a little bit of a powdered cocoa and chipotle.
It's drier than I thought it would be. You know, I was expecting something almost fudgy, super moist. I think it's crying out for more of the blood orange and the passion fruit.
Everything that your entree was,
right,
this is not.
I can't help but feel somewhat disappointed. I come off the back of that stunning short rib. Unfortunately, the chocolate torte, it certainly didn't wow me. And sadly, it's still stuck to the roof of my mouth. Okay, Jennifer, Adrian, on the whole, well done. You raised the bar.
The next time you see us, we'll be crowning one of you as America's next Master Chef. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I love the freshness of Jennifer's caramelized pear with the poached apple.
Right.
The mascarpone, the citrus, I wanted more. I could have finished that in one bite.
I respected it in its continuity to the rest of the meal. Could have used a crispy pastry tweel, probably would have changed the dynamic completely, but I liked the lightness of it.
Adrian's dessert was really hoping for some kind of texture, but the fact that you just had 2 kind of reductions with a dry piece of chocolate cake in the middle didn't do anything.
Don't send me that short rib and then piss me off with the dessert like that.
Based on their best overall meal, the judges must now decide who will be crowned Master Chef.
Across all 3 dishes from Jennifer and Adrian's menu has been legendary.
Mind-blowing.
But there can only be one winner.
Yeah,
there can only be one Master Chef.
I think one dish may have made the difference in my mind.
I think when you look at skill, beauty, flavor, technique, we're making the right choice.
Okay, let's go and tell them.
We're making the right choice.
Okay, let's go and tell them.
It's $250,000. It's the title of Master Chef. It's the respect of all of the people I've cooked with. It's the respect of the judges. This is huge. This is bigger than huge. This is monumental, really.
I want this. I want to win Master Chef. I want the title. I want the money to help me pursue my career. I want this, and I need it to change my life.
Adrian, Jennifer, tonight we didn't see a cook-off between a waiter and a real estate agent. We watched 2 very professional chefs engage in a genuine culinary battle. You're both so incredibly talented. You've got every right to call yourself chefs. Do all three of us a big favour. Swap places with us, and both you stand here, please.
Honestly, I'm not sure who's shaking more, he or I. And I think we're both holding each other up right now.
Both of you have grown so much, and it's made all of us incredibly proud. Adrian, you cook from the bottom of your heart, and there's something so natural with the ability that you have to really let it go on a plate. Jennifer, your attitude is fearless. I just think back to some of the lasting images on our mind with you scaling that salmon and attacking those mystery box challenges and just going at it 100%. Adrian, Jennifer, this has been an incredibly tough decision. On the back of every meal comes a check. This check is with a difference. The winner of $250,000 and the title of MasterChef is congratulations. Jennifer!
This is 1,000 dreams come true. My family taught me that, to never give up a dream, that if you want it and if you work hard, anything is possible. It doesn't matter what the naysayers say. I'm proof of that.
Oh, Adrian is so proud of you. You're a winner in our heart.
The pain I feel losing sucks, but Jennifer's a big competitor, so I'm happy for her. She deserved to win MasterChef. I came here an amateur cook, but I'm leaving here pretty much a chef, and I'm definitely gonna keep cooking and pursuing my dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for MasterChef winner Jennifer!
This is a journey that I will take with me and cherish for the rest of my life. This is a dream come true.
Well done.
I am the next Master Chef, and it feels so amazing.
If you think you've got what it takes to become America's Next MasterChef and follow in the footsteps of Jennifer, visit www.masterchefcasting.com.
Your local news is straight ahead.